Hey there, good man fam, and welcome new viewers to another episode of the Female Guessing Game. Now, the way this game works is that I'll review a video that has a single female in it or multiple females in it. But here's the catch. When it's a single female, I'll be asking you if she's a traditional woman, or modern female. However, when it's multiple females in the video, you won't know about which female I'm asking you until the end of the video. So, you have to stay to the end of the video to see about which female I'm asking you is a traditional woman, or modern female. Ready? Let's get it.
If you're wondering why the Passport Bros movement exists, watch this.
The Passport Bro movement in America exists because men in America, they lack motivation, they're mediocre, and...
Really? That's how we're starting this off? Instant insults. Instant. Jeez, man. This is going to be a horrific video.
And women in America have to work, they get educated, and they start making money because they have to. So why would American women have to put up with a man that don't have any of those qualities?
That's so weird because it seems to be constant now that females are talking about how they're making money and males don't have that quality. Yet, males in every race make more money than the females in every race. So, how is it that males don't have the quality at which they're better than you? That makes literally no sense. But I'm going to tell you what has happened with this particular female. She has been listening to the sisterhood, and what the sisterhood does is they give each other talking points. That's why when you see them on panels, they'll say something and you'll say, oh, she doesn't even believe that. She's literally parroting somebody. You'll see it clear as day. It's because they all just get around and say, okay, this is what we think about males. They're this, they're misogynist. Is that the word for the day? It's like these news stations in politics. What they do is they get a word and they say, okay, this is the word for the day. Every time you mention this particular politician, say this word. That's how these females are when it comes to the sisterhood.
These Passport Bros, they think they can go to another country and offer this woman, and he says it in the video, that if he goes to the Philippines and he offers a woman a better life, he said it right there. He's just basically manipulating.
So let me get this right. The males who go and help other females by offering them a better life and giving it to them, and those females reciprocate by treating those males like kings, equals manipulation. That's funny because over here, you all want males to give you a better life and you give them nothing in return. So what is that? Because if you're giving them something in return and that equals manipulation, which is supposedly bad, what happens when you're not giving them anything? What's a word that's worse than manipulation? Yeah, that's what you all do.
These women into thinking that they're gonna have a better life with them, which they might because they may live in very poor areas. But
of course, they may live in very poor areas. It has to be poor. It can't be, hey, they live in a regular area where they make regular money and they just aren't living a lavish life. Nope. It always has to be the extremes. See, these type of females want a male who has a ridiculous amount of money. But then when those males go to get females that aren't them, they say, oh, the only reason that you want those females is because they have nothing and they're poor and they can't read and their eyes are, they just find anything to say because they have to lower these people to what they believe is less than them because that's the only way that they can justify the fact that nobody wants them.
But guess what? If you bring her to America, that's expensive. You're gonna have to work your ass pass off. You're gonna have to be the provider. You're gonna have to pay for all her bills if she doesn't have an education.
Yeah, males don't have a problem doing that. Now, most males in America can't do that. So females are supposed to contribute because this is now a two-income economy because corporations and the rich have siphoned all the money from people via the government, taking all of the tax money and reshuffling it and sending it to these corporations and donors. So, yeah, males have no problem taking care of a female. The problem is when they do and they get nothing for it. How many videos have you all saw? Put it in the comment section where females are saying, oh, what do I bring to the table? I bring this A. I bring this pretty face. I bring myself. What? Okay, well, if that's what you bring to the table and the females in the other countries are prettier than you and they actually treat the men better, then wouldn't it make more sense to go over there and get someone? Yeah, that logic thing hurts, doesn't it?
I don't need no man.
You might even have to pay for her education, and she might end up leaving you because life here is different, and you can't expect women in America to be like the women in other countries. You can't expect women here in America to go for a guy that's below them. If I go to school, I make six figures. I want a man that makes six figures too.
Think about what she just said. If I go to school and I make six figures, she doesn't even realize that families, males, females combined, there are only 17% of people in the country combined, families, males, females, gays, lesbians, that make six figures. But she's talking like it's normal. Well, if I do this and I make more money than 83% of the people in the country, then I expect you to make that too. Well, in that case, that means you're talking about the top 17% of people, not males, people. Then you have to say, okay, out of these males, what's the number of, or out of these people rather, what's the number of males that's in that 17%? You have to then think about that. That's the crazy thing. She's not even thinking about that. She's just like, this is what I want, and that's what it is. No, boo-boo. You don't just get what it is that you think you want. You get what it is of which you're worth. And that is when a man says, I want to pay for you, I want to wife you, I want to whatever, that's what you're worth. But here's the problem. Is the person who's giving you that somebody who you even want? See, you all will take the man giving you stuff as though that's your worth alone. It's two parts to that. It's what they're giving you and who it is that's giving it to you. If it's a male that you would never date in your life giving you that, then it's worthless. Why? Because he's giving you that because he's like, please, date me. And you're like, ugh. But if it's a man who you desire giving you that, that's where your worth comes into play. Because then you can say, this man is worth something and he's giving me all of this. But when you're not getting that and you demand it, does you demanding it somehow equal that's what you're worth? No, boo-boo. That's not how the dating market works.
Because men in America, they want their women to go 50-50 on the bills and 50-50 maybe on the household.
See, this is what they do. What did I tell you? Extremes. It's either the male pays 100% or the male says, I want you to pay 50-50. You notice that she didn't say anything about the number 51 to 99? Because that's normally how it goes. I have people who are guys who are high up in the community. They'll pay 77% of the stuff in the house and their wife pays 23%. But for some reason, these females only think extremes, high all the way to 100, low all the way to 50-50. So 50-50 is terrible, 100-100 is perfect. What about 75-25? What about 63-37? Did you ever think about that? Of course not, because that would be too logical.
I don't need no man.
And the shores, which usually is more like 90-10. So why would a woman here settle for some loser? We have high expectations because we can.
Loser. Loser. She says settle for a loser. Think about this. The average male and female makes between 36,000 to 42,000. The males at the 42, the females at 36. But she's saying females are settling for losers? Okay, so if the average male is 42 or so, money-wise, and the average female is 36,000 or so, and the 42, which is $6,000 higher, is a loser, then what is she indirectly saying about the females who make 36? I don't know about you all as far as the females are concerned, but I would be offended by her calling me an indirect loser. Grab yourself some merch on the way out in order to support the channel. And, of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks, good man fam.